Hey everyone, I am going to the plot garden now to plant the rest of my brassica seedlings. But first, check how pretty this green stalk looks with all of those newly planted seedlings. The color of this purple lady bok choy is just incredible. Can't wait to see how will look when all of them grow a little bit more. It's been quite rainy here, so I want to take this opportunity that I have stopped rain to run to the plot real quick and plant the rest of my brassicas. I don't have much long to do this before it starts raining again, so I'll make sure that I'm gonna get going. The plot's just about a block away from my rental apartment here in Astoria, and I have already prepared some of the beds there with a no-dig method. I put some cardboard down, as you can see, and some compost on top. There's also some landscape fabric that I put it below the cardboard because we had a lot of weeds last year and I'm trying to have a bit of an easier time this year. This is the second year that I'm gardening on this plot. Our neighbor here let me use this space to garden through the year. It's about 500 square feet, the still long beds that you see there. And I'm going to be doing a lot of more planting on the other side as well. But for now, those are the brassicas that I have started from seed. I have 3 varieties of broccoli in there, some Napa cabbage and also some cauliflower. You might notice that I'm putting some strength to dig these holes in there. It's because I'm trying to go through the cardboard and the landscape fabric to ensure that the roots from the seedlings will actually have access to the soil that's below there too. Okay, I'm back. Look at the growth of these brassicas on this green stalk too. How much they have grown since I have planted them. The strawberries also look happy. It's good to have rain because everybody looks very nice and plump. And this kale over here, both of this bolted. So this was my overwintering kale and it's going to be the end of it. I was not sure how fast it would take to actually bolt, but it was faster than I thought. Also, another cool thing is look at this. Pear tree is full of little buds that hopefully will flower soon. In these raised beds, the brassicas are finally picking up a bit. And I have also planted some peas on these 2 pots over here and in the front yard. I did not take a video of me doing any planting in the front yard because there are new tenants living there. If you're new here, I live in a rental building in New York City and my landlord allows me to garden in the backyard and in the front yard. I used to live in the front part of this unit and had the front yard last year, so if you watched the last year's garden tours videos, that was the front yard I was talking about. Now there's other people living in that unit that have the access to the front yard. But my landlord told me that I will be still taking care of the garden. They'll still use the space to enjoy and be outside if they want to. Everybody here in New York City really craves some outdoor space, so I want to make sure I'm not in their way. So I just go there early in the morning for some gardening maintenance, but I don't plan to bring a camera. I want to make sure they keep their privacy if they want to. So we actually expected to have very cold weather this weekend. I plan to cover the garden on Sunday and Monday. I wanted to plant the seedlings now to give them at least a few days to get established. You'll be seeing this a little later in the week, but I'm filming this on Wednesday, so they have a few days to establish a little bit before the real cold sets in. They're getting a little bit too big for the seedling tray, so I had to plant them out, and I also want to do some succession planting after those brassicas are done, so I want to make sure that I put them in the ground early enough. But I'm not very worried about. I have the hoop set up in there and I have extra frost fabric, so I'll definitely be covering them up for the weekend for Sunday, Monday, where it's supposed to be below 30 degrees. We're not supposed to have snow, but even if we did, that frost fabric is pretty good. It protects them very well. That'll be it for today. Little short and sweet video. I have been a little bit out of time this week, as you probably have been noticing. But I want to make sure that I keep posting these updates in kind of real time, even though sometimes it takes me a couple days to edit the videos, because I want to be able to track back and see when I planted this, when it's a little bit later in the season. Hopefully I'll be able to make a little quick video about the seedlings, how they're doing inside, give an update on them. Most of the seedlings on both trays that I have sold last have germinated, the tomatoes and the herbs and flowers and some more of the cool weather crops that I have planted. If you haven't watched those, I'm going to make sure to link them right here on the side so you can watch that next. But tomato seedlings got a little leggy, but it's okay. I'm going to work on fixing that, and I'm excited to be able to up-pot them real soon. So thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget to like this video if you can, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and I'll see you next time.